But, what great news that here we have the numbers coming out of Colorado. In fact, as Mason Tevert of the Marijuana Policy Project points out, quote, once again, claims that regulating marijuana would leave Colorado in ruins have proven to be unfounded. How many times do marijuana prohibition supporters need to be proven wrong before they stop declaring our marijuana laws are increasing teen use?
Well,
they were wrong when they said regulating medical marijuana would do it, and they were wrong when they doubled down and said making marijuana legal for adults would do it.
A lot of these, okay, first off, when you just look at certain industries, like the medical marijuana industry to some extent didn't want to see recreational marijuana come in play. The alcohol industry, private prisons actually had something to say about this.
Yeah.
There were several industries that were dumping money into it. Now, these people are just essentially lobbyists, so everybody knows they're paid liars. No one cares what they say. Well, once they realize they're a lobbyist, but they would disguise themselves sort of as concerned citizens. Now, there's probably this 1 in a million concerned citizen that cares enough about marijuana legalization to go out and create some kind of ruckus or something to actually make some organization and do something like that. But the vast majority of people that are in the non-decriminalization realm, these people are getting paid by organizations that want to see marijuana remain illegal. Oh, by the way, police unions. Huge in this.
Police chiefs as well.
Why in the world would police not want to see why would they care about what laws they enforce and what they don't enforce unless, in fact, they really do want to have more arrests?
Right. Well, what is their job? Is their job to enforce the law? Is their job to protect peace? Because if it's protect peace, they've been on the wrong side of that for a long time in a lot of ways. Like the whole war on drugs creates, it destroys peace on its own. But, the police would generally argue that, I'm just enforcing the law. I'm just doing my job. Well, the people, through the representatives, or in the case of Colorado, it's the people directly, these are people who've decided your job needs to be different now. Why are you coming to complain about that? Why are you coming to say, don't change our jobs? Obviously, they have a preference, and their preference is to keep the money rolling in for the war on drugs from the federal government, from the state government, asset forfeiture confiscations as well.
It creates law enforcement jobs. There's no doubt about that. And I frankly don't think...
Easy jobs, too.
Well,
you have to deal with real criminals. You're busting potheads.
I think that anybody who works for the government shouldn't have a vote any longer. Why in the world would an employee get to say how the government's run?
Let's pass that one in New Hampshire, Mark. That's a great idea. Toll-free number is 855-450-FREE. And I also don't think they should be able to come testify in front of state reps, government agents, unless they're specifically invited for some expert testimony. More coming up.
Free Talk Live, 7 nights a week from 7 to 10 Eastern, live on the Liberty Radio Network at LRN.FM.